Greetings, family. Greetings from Abba Yahuwah to every one of us. Hope we are all doing great. If so, let His praise, like I always love to say, be heard in the four corners of the earth. Just as Psalm 150 says, let he that has breath praise ye, Yahuwah. So that is the criteria. If there is breath in your nostrils, therefore you know it is a call to praise Abba Yahuwah, the maker of all things. Okay? He is the maker of all things. Him alone due all praise. Psalm 29 again has the answer for you and me. Gave us, the mandatory of praise and worship unto Him that created it all for His own use. As it says in Revelation 4, that Abba Yahuwah make all things for His own use. Hallelujah. The earth is Yahuwah and the fullness thereof. That's it. Him alone, worthy to be worshipped, worthy to be praised. He deserves it. He deserves it. Hallelujah. He deserves it. Reboski mahantalaboseke. Yes, Him alone deserves praise worshipped, and to live for. Horrible sakayaba, naribos klimahan talaboseke. Abba, you I bless your holy, mighty, awesome name. Yes, he is powerful in words. He is powerful in action. Very awesome in his dealings. Not like him. Not like him. All right, now with this being said, family, here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful message titled for you and me, Warning from Yahuwah to Princess Obanamen about Iyore Omozee. Warning unto you, Princess Obanamen. Okay, from the heavenly about Iyore Omozee. So how does this play out? Let's begin to unveil, all right, what it is. Scriptures to validate this as well. So before we get started, let's read here. Deuteronomy 27, verses 26. Cursed be he that confirmeth not all the words of this law to do them, and all the people shall say, Amen. It's irrevocable. So what is it saying? It said, should I take it again? Cursed be he that confirmeth not all the words of this law to do them. Now, what is it saying now to you? What is it saying to me? It said, if you fails, to confirm what the royal law has already said about everything or situation, then that person is going to be cursed because you refuse, to confirm it. Okay, let me just make it plain. Like Princess Obanamen said, she is willing, giving out 5 million, which is 12,500 euros, to murder somebody. So if I refuse to refute Princess Obanamen, therefore I'm going to be under curse. Why? Because the royal law said, Exodus 20, verses 30, Deuteronomy 5, verses 17 said, thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not kill. Matthew also have the very answer for you and me, that whosoever that kill by sword, and by sword you shall be killed. A murderer don't have no place in heaven. You will rust in the eternal lake of fire. I wanted to do a message today. Abba Yahuwah said, no, you are not doing no confirmation. Go and do confirmation about this Princess Obanamen that said she is ready to give out 5 million naira, which is 12,500 euros, to someone to murder somebody, a life you never created, a life you never give. No. So that is what it is. So right now I want to do some confirmation over here. Okay, in order for me, I'm speaking of myself, not to be under curse. All right, now more scriptures. Let's begin to dig into it quickly. I know Iyore is guilty at all counts, 100%. Everybody knows that, okay? But I'm not going to be doing it in carnality, fighting like me. Going to be doing it right from the royal law, what the royal law has to say about that or her conduct. At all counts, she's guilty. There is a message, but Brasaro in particular is the one passing every information about Iyore to me. All right, because he asked me to call this. Essentially, he is not afraid. He is not afraid of her because he knew she's from the pit of hell. So she is someone that is really filled with the Holy Spirit, needs to rebuke her. And so he was so glad that yes, this is a woman to woman. This is not man to woman. A woman to woman, and again powerfully to make it complete. You are from Edo, she's also from Edo. In fact, you are from Iyore, she's also from Iyore. Very close neighbor. Deal with her to free the people of the Most High. We don't need anything from the 92%. You can go and rust with her, but for the sake of the 8%. And there are some other people that also pick interest, that whenever she also do some contradicting message to Bible, like this one that you're sent to me, a lady sent it to me, that she said, Ike Roba, oh my father, Iyore is an abominable animal to the land. She is an abominable animal to the land. Iyore now said she's going to send somebody from Germany. I have a message already about this. To teach a person how to release. I said, my sister, this one is another war. This one, no, why did Yahuwah destroy Sodom and Gomorrah? Boyfriend and girlfriend case. says perversion. Iyore said she is sending a guy. He said the guy has already dropped his number. And that guy is willing to fly from Germany straight away to Spain, only to go and teach. Iyore now beginning to teach where the guy is going to put the pennies to make the girl releases. Also, no, 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 no. The one I want, because this one I just throw in, I have a message about it. The one I quickly want to talk about, I also heard it in the same useless video she did. The lady sent it to me yesterday. Iyore said, no pastor has ever preached or taught on this subject of plastic, that would they call it sex doll. Sex doll. For me, when I did this message, August 2017, you are mad. She said, no pastor, nobody has ever talked about that message. She alone now is the first person to teach about it. This is how she want to fix it though. I led courses. When I heard of it, I said, let the fire that rose Sodom and Gomorrah descend on you and your house and your entire household in YAHUAH'S mighty name. Are you mad? No one has ever thought about it. I have this message from part 1 way to part 8. Okay? When I talked about every atomy of our body, not just to speak on the penis or plastic, whatever, the one you call it K-rubber, I call it in that message, image of man, because that is what the Bible also call it. Prophet Ezekiel thought about it over 3,000 years ago. Should I read it for you? You are so mad. My brother in the US, brother Judea, always also talked about, I even have his own also on my YouTube channel. I also have my own over there, done 2 years ago. Brother Judea talked about, I think about 4 years ago. You are mad. What kind of demon is this? Well, now she's running a race with Christian pastors, okay? Christian pastor is the one she's computing with. She always like to compute to elevate. You illiterate? Where the Christian pastors stand, can you even go there? Can you come close? You are total mad. Christian pastors, they are bad, but they are eternal better than you. You are not even afraid to compare yourself. Anyway, if you are not afraid of but who is Christian pastor, you are going to be afraid of. So let's leave that one a topic. So we should just leave that. Quickly, let me read it until you are mad. Prophet Ezekiel speaks about it as a prophecy, what women is going to be doing in these last days. You are mad. You that does not have no scripture, you don't have no religious book, only to be coming out there after in your top of teaching of a woman should. You are not only talking to yourself and to your useless followers, gullible followers. They are useless. Because a useful somebody can never be listening to that nonsense and say you are playing impact. Rather, you are polluting the light. In that wicked teaching, Jezebel teaches, what did he say? Again, Akko said that she have never released. She's 25 years old. She have a child already. She have never, and she's also a prostitute. She's doing the work of prostitute. Iyore said, don't worry. I'm going to send somebody from you. This brother is very, is special. In fact, maybe Iyore is ordaining boyfriend and girlfriend together. And that was the sins of Sodom and Gomorrah. I titled it already. I have a message about that already when it was so provoking. Iyore now said the brother even dropped his number already. Is that one is only going to Spain, not for marriage, only going to Spain to bam, to teach. I say, you see where that urine is coming out. Iyore now begin to teach to tunology. Here's Salaboa. What a Jezebel of our days. Anyway, let me read. It's better because this isn't this subject. But at all can, she's so provoking. For Princess Obanamen to even willing to give her $12,500 euros, she's provoked. Listen, Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 17. Thou hast also taken thy fair jewelries of my gold and of my silver, which I had given thee, and madest to thyself images of men, and didst commit whoredom with them. What are you saying? Did you get it? This vision is even over 3 times. You are mad. When I thought about it, this is where I used to establish it. It's Abba Yehoah said, I gave you my fine jewelry, gold and silver. The gold and the silver that I gave unto you, it could be wealth, it could be power, it could be whatever. He said, therefore you not take that, and you not turn it into the image of man, and you not commit prostitute, you not have sexual intercourse with that image of man. That is the success door. I even displayed the picture 2 years ago when I speak. I did not just speak on that alone. I speak upon every anatomy of our body, the eyes, the nose, the head, the vagina, the breast, what fluid, the one that cause sperm, the impact is playing in woman's body in drinking it. Man drinking the fluid also passing out from the woman. Solomon, if you say when a man is, sucking the wife vagina, anyway, she's not talking of his boyfriend or girlfriend. We are not doing that here. We speak of holy marriage. She said any man that is eating, let me put it this way. His wife vagina, he said that man can never become human being. That man can never prosper. You are a deadly liar again. Songs of Solomon, even Solomon was powerful. No man, the wisdom of Solomon still, even up to this very moment, no man have it. He is the most powerful, even up to now, the riches of Solomon. No man has ever come up to the level of Solomon's riches. But this says Solomon was eating his wife vagina and drinking that white fluid that woman is passing out. A thing that girl said she has never passed out. Solomon was drinking it. Go and read it, Solomon chapter 4, chapter 5. All through is about sexual innuendo. And you now begin to advise. Say, my friend, drink. Yeah, drink. If you want to drink it. Solomon also said you have to put milk. You have to put wine in a woman's vagina. You have to pour milk in a vagina and drink it and lick it up. He said, yeah, my friend, I encourage you to do it. If it is an abomination, why should the royal not have it for us? It's to enrich our sex bed. This woman, you are an abomination at all kinds. Let us also go now to Ezekiel again 23. And there he will see it all in consummation. I'm going to be using lower standard translation because this one really breaks it down to my break it down to every one of us, understanding. King James will be said thou ye. More this one break it down more. All right now, Ezekiel 23, 23, I'm reading from, I think, 18 now, or 7, no, excuse me, oh my father, let me check. Yes, I'm taking from 19 to 20, you can read it all, it's even be titled, An Adulterous People, Women. Listen, I take it from 19, Ezekiel 23, verses 19 to 20. Yet she turned to even greater prostitute, remembering her youth, when she was a prostitute in Egypt. She lusted after lovers with genitals as large as a donkey. And, as large as a donkey. So these women, they are lusting, not normal penis, because the genital of a donkey, man can never have that sizes. So these women, they migrate from having sexual intercourse with the penis of a man that is, small in size. They now begin to lust after the genitals of donkey. Donkey, do you know what that is? Also, we have it in Proverbs those days where they begin to say, Ekia or so like that, I don't know. 20 now. She lusted after lovers with genitals. Genitals simply mean your reproductive organ. The one you are calling a robber. Genitals as large as a donkey. And it mentions like those of a horses. Now, genital of a donkey, genital of a horse is so long and so huge. Now, when they also pass out the white fluid, the sperm, is also large in quantity. Men don't have those quality. Animal is ever, especially all these big animal, they are greater than men. When it comes to their genital, they have a huge genitals. Now, it said these women, they're not lost after the big penis. They are not more interested in mass penis. There is no way, no man on earth that have the genital of a donkey or a ox. No, but you can get that sizes from this sex doll. You can get those sizes of ox's genital from this sex. That is where you're going to get it. And it said this is what women we're lusting after. You are when I did my 2 years ago, as YAHUAH reviews it, I did not just focus on that particular place. I even displayed the pictures. The oblongs. The oblongs, it is the genital of the serpent himself is the largest. Now, the other sizes that like that of the horses and donkey, they are the genitals of the false Messiah, which I also titled in that message. Nimrod and Thomas genitals. You are so mad. He said no one has ever thought about it. So illiteracy can it can actually bring somebody to this, lower state of it all. I don't know from which planet this woman is talking of, because the talk you are talking is not, it's not found in this planet. Your talk is from another planet that doesn't exist in this planet at all. Your word is so irritating and so provoking. How dare you say no pastor has ever thought of it? You alone, you don't even have no religious book to back it up. I don't do live video. I always do upload it. 2 years ago I did this message. Almost 2,000 viewers view it. Only uploading I'm doing. Only uploading. You are mad, eh? You are absolute mad. There is the largest one they call all blanks. That is the genital of serpent. The very one Abayewa said woman is lusting after now. And this prophecy was given more than 3,000 years ago. And we see it manifested. When I begin to say it on YouTube, I say on Facebook, sharing it, I say, wow. I also put the pictures of that of a woman. I put the pictures of that of a man. 2 years ago, I think I did that message, August. You are bastard then. Or a DG. You are evil at all kinds. So right now, back to our message. This woman, in fact, we are already in the beginning of your destruction. The beginning, not the end, but the beginning. Because you are guilt at all, you are provoking every spirit of the indigenous Edo. You miss provocation. You like too much. Now, back to our topic. I quickly want to throw this. When I listened to yes, that was so provoked. I said, this woman, she's provoking she grieved my spirit at all kinds. You say you want to repair Edo. You don't think through salt and water you can fix the problem of these last days? You are absolute mad. You are guilt at all kinds. All right, so now who goes for Princess Obanamen? Listen now. Exodus chapter 20 verses 13. Thou shalt not kill. What did he say? You shouldn't do it. Don't. Anyone that killed by sword will also die by sword. Okay? Thou shalt don't even try it. If you try it, if you do, because now you are instigating violence. You throw out that challenge already. That you're going to pay 5 million to whosoever that has slain Iyore. For what reason? For what purpose? That whosoever, as you throw out that challenge, you know this time is a very difficult moment that everybody will not try to do whatever to end their living. So when someone is already being frustrated in that Paris or in that France, listen to the challenge you throw out. I think I'm going to play it for a better understanding. Okay? When they listen to that, challenge you throw out, they're going to be hunting for her. They will go in search of her. That is you fighting against flesh. Okay? Ephesians chapter 6, verses 12 make it so clear we are not fighting against flesh and blood, but principalities. If you ask them to kidnap the physical Iyore, what about the spiritual Iyore? The spiritual Iyore is going to enter you and also not be using you now as a Iyore, because there is a wicked spirit resident in her, which YAHUAH himself is the one to destroy her and destroy that spirit. Now you are hunting for her to fight against only flesh. What about the principalities? What about the power? What about the spiritual wickedness in the high places that resident inside of her? This is how no deliverance is coming, because you are fighting against flesh. This is how things is still getting worse, because you don't tackle problem from the spirit realm. You call yourself a spiritual woman, but you are tackle a spiritual battle with a physical weapon. You want them to kill the flesh. So the demons, they are going to descend on you. So now you are going to be operating like Iyore, because the demon needs to be destroyed. Iyore is not returning, because Iyore already set her feet in the land of no returning back. She blasphemed already. She claimed worship. She said, she said, she said, simply means to say, all of it is going to be bowed down and worship her. No one worshipped you but Yahuwah. She said, Ogenakbega simply means to say, she is the Lord that everyone needs to, worship. You, Lord, Ogenakbega. Only the Messiah is Ogenakbega. Is the Lord, is the King. We all need to fall there and worship. Because he said, I am my Father, we are one. That's why he claimed worship. And this were the most reason why they also killed him, because they said it's a blasphemer. You pronounce forgiveness and you claimed worship. You claimed God, exactly what Iyore is claiming to herself. She pronounced forgiveness and she claimed worship. And she also claimed Savior. Yeah, do ya save well, like that is what she keeps saying. Keeps saying, yeah, those loba gear and yeah, do ya save do. Ni do ya mi wafa. God has. Are you the savior? I cannot say God. The Most High sent me to come and save Edo. No, rather the Most High sent me to Edo to save Edo. He is the savior, not no man. So Iyore is guilt at all counts. So she must be destroyed with all those demons. Listen, our authority simply is Diana Yesige. Okay. Now we have these proverbs in Edo. Amiri diabazen omajani diai. That is, there is no one as powerful when it comes to witchcraft as Idia. So the witchcraft spirit is what Idian Yesige we are using. That is our authority. Huh? That is what she used. So you're fighting against flesh. When you kill Iyore, sevenfold vengeance is going to be taken upon you. So that is the warning. That is what the last part I want to throw in. Now, Deuteronomy 5:17, thou shalt not kill. The second time you heard it. Because whosoever you sent to go and slaughter or to slay Iyore, her blood is going to be upon your head. Because you are the slayer, you are the one that killed her. I bet was going to request her blood from you. And that you can't stand. Because you're going to be answering for your own life. You will also be answering for Iyore's sin. No, it will be too heavy for you to bear. Why can't you focus on your own? Now you are talking of if they can give you the address, you will sense the spirit. Why can't you sense their address where she lives in Paris? In Paris or what? She don't lives in Paris anymore. She went to one remote desert. Now that's where she's living now. Listen now. If you can sense, he said, when I listen to it, I said, look at a Nikau is fighting a Nikau. A Nikau daughter has two, a Nikau's daughter, they are fighting because you already believe in Nikau, you believe in Nikau. And you're serving a Nikau, you are serving a Nikau. A Nikau power is fighting, waging war against a Nikau power. This is so outrageous and it's so funny to me. When I listen to it, I said, no, I know Princess Obanamen is provoked like I do. Like I do, I'm also upset because the royal law taught us how to respect our elders. Okay? But there's never no way I can be going and be fighting with flesh. No, that is where, well-trained believer. But you now on your own, the power you use, that's exactly the same power Iyore is using. A Nikau two daughters is fighting against each other. You see now? A Nikau daughter, Princess Obanamen versus a Nikau daughter, Iyore O. Okay, you see? On a battleground by a Nikau power. That is total garbage. That is kingdom against kingdom, okay? Because the power you are using obviously is a Nikau. The one Iyore is using obviously is a Nikau. Amiri Idia was one Johnny Diai. Idia was a powerful wizard on earth. History have it. And that is our authority. This now again for you, Princess Obanamen. It's your warning, okay? And I will tell you at the end of it all, the consequences if you proceed. Romans chapter 13. Verses 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but Yahuwah. The powers that be are ordained of Yahuwah. Whosoever therefore resisteth, okay, whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinances of Yahuwah, is speaking of the authority, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil. With thou then not be afraid of the power, do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of Yahuwah to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of Yahuwah, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Wherefore ye must needs to be subject. Okay, I take it again. Wherefore ye must needs be subject, not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake. For this cause pay ye tribute. Okay, I'm not ready there. Now what is it saying? Now you said when Iyore goes take your video, I'll play it. When Iyore takes your video to the humans activist right or so, you're gonna go for Undertaker. That is, I can see Iyore. That is the Undertaker. Whatever that happens to her, you will be held responsible. Now, if they get to murder her, you are going into the prison because you will bear you're gonna bear the sword of their wrath. That is the government. That is the authority. When you murder her now, you send your whatever to go and murder her, eventually if it happens, you are going in for it. Because there is a strong proof against you. There is a strong proof. When one is making, trying to be, fighting for right, you shouldn't do it in a foolish way. All right? You shouldn't do it in a foolish way to commit someone. It's for caution's sake. How can you just sit down and not bear? How can you do that? If Abayewa don't lead me to be declaring his word upon Iyore, I don't have that time. For caution's sake. How can you just sit and say you just want somebody to kiss somebody for you? For what reason? Where is your conscience as a human being? Have you lost your conscience as human? No, you don't do things like that. So the way we are doing it, Abayewa is the one, because he created the life. He is the one alone have the right to take life. He said he brings to life and he brings to the grave. So when he is so done with Iyore, he will send her out of this earth because she makes an abominable animal, not good for us. She must be dealt with by the fingers of Yahuwah. Him alone is worthy. Look at you process Obanamen. What is the name of Obanamen? You are serving water spirit versus water spirit. Iyore is mommy. You are also mommy. You want to pronounce judgment? Okay, now, John chapter 8, verses 3 to 11 have the answer for you. He said, let him that have no sin, first of all, cast the first stone. Are you not insulting Yahuwah the Most High? Why are you worshiping the water spirit? He is the creator in the water spirit. Even our Abba himself recognizes the Most High. Whatever. That's why whenever he's praying, I always pick that part from him. He will say, if he's speaking English, he will say, all glory be to the Almighty. Almighty is not a nickel. He is the one that created it all. So if he speak Bini, he will say, or Sanudazi. Or Sanudazi is not a nickel. Oh, Sanudazi is the Almighty that created it all. He still recognizes, he still gives authority. He himself knew that there is a higher power above him. All right? But he has to follow tradition. What about you? Is it an obligation on you to go and be worshiping water spirit? And you also there want to say you want to fight somebody? You are insulting the Most High. Oh no. I know she provokes you, but if you claim to be wise, therefore do it in a very wise way. Because, okay, let me play your words first before we continue. Because if you're there, press charge against you, you are going in for it. You are going in, said, because the rod is going to be released. You're going to bear that wrath of damnation from the authorities. You see it now because Abayewa is the one uses the authority, the polity, or whatever, to protect the land. Okay? If you are not submissive unto the authority, therefore, he said the rod is going to be released on you. How can you dare say in why word net that you volunteer to pay 5 million to assassinate somebody? Not a chicken human being. What? All right, now let's play before I finish reading the other parts. Let's just hear from her own mouth. Okay? Why can't you sense the village? If the power is alive. Oh. You are a murderer there. Okay. I'm done. It's enough. I know when a thing like this happens, or definitely people, okay, will use whatever they know to fight. But this is, this one is a danger on you. Okay, because what if anything has to happen to Iyore now? Therefore, you will be held responsible. Why? Because you make it publicly. Okay. In fact, a vision that I saw this about 3 weeks ago. Iyore wickedness, it means sounding alert to all the Edo. We are all alert. No one is inside there. In that vision, we are all on the street. Iyore terrorizing everybody. The believer Iyore is terrorizing. The Christian Iyore is terrorizing. The Babalawo Iyore is a spiritual terrorist. The Babalawo Iyore is terrorizing. The Oba Iyore is terrorizing. The palace Iyore is terrorizing. She means spiritual terrorist. We are all, when she came out, we are on the street. When we see a condom, we now say, no, evil entered our land. Evil has come our land. Evil has taken place. Evil has beset though. We all, everybody, everyone, we are having weapon of mass destruction to destroy Iyore. But I was even coming all down and said, you can't fight with all this weapon of a nickel. You are fighting with a nickel power. Iyore is using a nickel. You're also using a nickel. I said, this is how the devil is doing it. Now, devil want to elevate Iyore. Devil will elevate Iyore now. If as the devil is about to elevate Iyore, it will bring down another of his gathering. Like Obona, because Obo is using the nickel, Iyore is also using the nickel. Now, the devil, the simple, is want to elevate Iyore. That is kingdom against kingdom. He's bringing down the nickel. He's bringing down the palace. He's bringing down every ordinance is there. He's bringing it down. Only to elevate Iyore. Yes, this is how devil or serpent, this is how they work in their kingdom. If they want to elevate another one, they will bring another ones down. When you really, truly go to Iyore's teaching, he's bringing peoples down. And we all, this means sounding aloud for every one of us in that vision. Everyone was having weapon of mass slaughter, weapon of mass destruction. They want to slaughter Iyore. And as Iyore was also coming in that vision, all our 40 demons, the very one of Indian years ago, history have it. They were all serpents. They were all over her with divine protection. Princess Obanamen, let me tell you one thing now. If you are not careful, Iyore can die. If you proceed, the devil himself, the serpent himself will kill you. You will die before him. This is how serpent works. He will bring one down and to elevate another one. Because he don't have no power to share here and then. No, he will reduce some and they will elevate some. Now, in that vision, I begin to let people know, drop your weapon. For the weapons of warfare, they are not can. I was just encouraging people. I knew she have done a very wicked act. Please, the man, even every adult on board, small boy, small girl, man, woman, we are all on the street because we knew evil has come our land. Now, even in that vision, there are many people that is even placing curses secretly upon Iyore, not the ones we see in the internet. So we are in their secret place, secret chamber, releases curses. And I say, only this lady, I also see this one, all of them have all kinds of weapon of a nickel anyway. And I begin to speak. I said, my people, give me your attention. All these weapons, put it down. The weapons of warfare are not carnal. I was not praying. I said, look up to the King of Kings. And really, Messiah was coming, descending to the land of Edo. Messiah was coming. He was in the cloud, powerfully. A mighty light everywhere. I say, you see, if you allow him to descend on his own way, I say, you see a door that is filled with darkness. Now, right away, he's going to lighten it up with the light that is coming. Please, drop your weapon and let he himself judge Iyore. But as I said that, indeed, they dropped their weapon. They all stopped chasing after Iyore. Okay? And Iyore was so arrogant in that revelation, never ready to submit. Then I begin to say, you see all these 40 demons? You're going to be perished with them. I said, look up. I was also pointing Iyore to the King of Kings. I said, he's coming for you. This is a war. He's coming for you. You want to put us in bed. He himself is going to slay you. So when I said that, Iyore indeed now actually looked to the cloud. She now saw the mighty King of Kings coming. Before when she now cut, because it's like I used that to cut her attention, to take her judgment. As soon as she look up to the cloud, what happened? Fire descend from the King of Kings upon her and that 14 demon. And that was how they rose to ashes. Then the King of Kings now landed his feet in the door. Everywhere was full of light. So this is how he's going to do it himself. He's the one to do it. And we were all rejoicing. Iyore also saw like manna vision. Now, Princess Obanamen, don't proceed further. Everyone, you already passed the message to you. Just go now and reverse it right away. If not, when you're dead, this is what Abba Yewa asked me to tell you. He said, if anyone, the agent or higher assassinate, you said to go assassinate Iyore. He said, if you proceed further, what happened now? He said, when Iyore died, Iyore blood is going to be requested on you. And it says sevenfold vengeance is going to be carried out against you. You know Abel, when Abel slew when Cain slew a righteous Abel, Cain never cared. Cain was, excuse me, yeah, Cain never cared. He never feel remorse. He was so reluctantly to the wickedness he has done. That is Iyore. She's from the lineage of Cain. So she never cared the wickedness she have done. Okay, she was still so arrogant in that vision. Therefore, Abba, you want to ask where is your brother? He said, am I my brother's keeper? Now, Abba, you want to pronounce judgment upon him. Now, what did Cain say? Cain answered, let me read from verses 9, Genesis 4. You can read it 1 to 17 or 16. Genesis 4, I'm taking from it. Let me see. And Cain talked with Abel. Okay, yeah. Now he deceived him and slew him. Immediately slew him. Abba, you want to answer, where is your brother? He said, am I my brother's keeper? He feels so concerned. That is, he didn't, he feel careless. You just kill human being. You don't just insult a mighty king, but she never kills. She still proceeds in our wickedness. No, now let us see the judgment. When Abba Yahweh sentenced 13 them. And Cain said unto Yahuwah, my punishment is too greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me no, 14. Behold, thou hast driven me out these days from the face of the earth. You see, I again. And from thy face shall I be hid, I again. And I be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. That is serpent. I will ascend. I will make myself. I will do this. I will do that. That is their father's language. And it's the same with Iyore. All Iyore's program is about I. Now verses 15. And Iyore's, and Yahuwah said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And Yahuwah set a mark upon Cain, lest anyone finding him kill him. That is the mark of the beast. Cain, first of all, take it from Abba Yahuwah. Listen now, sevenfold, that is what I want to tell you now. It is from you down to your seventh generation, this punishment. When you try, you kill Iyore, you will face also the mass slaughtering. You will be slaughtered as well. And your first generation will also experience it. Your second will experience the third until the seventh generation. That is the punishment for you. So it's going to be so high on you. Let her go. Let Abba Yahweh fix the problem alone. Iyore is a high-ranking demon. Okay? Don't even use your hand. No, she's gone already. So you don't put your hand in a filthy act, because this one is there already. She's a dead body. Why are you trying to put your hand on a living corpse? So let it go. Okay? Now Matthew 26 verse 51 to 52, we also see what took place over there when they were in search of Messiah. We see what his apostle did, and took off his sword and slaughtered and took off the ears of the servant of the governor, whatever. Messiah said, don't. That is where he makes that parable. He that killed by sword, you will also be killed by sword. Okay, don't. He face it back, because it is not in your power to take human's life. Human's life is so precious. You don't do that, okay? You don't do that. Leave Iyore alone and let Abba Yahweh himself judge Iyore. This is your one. If you proceed further, sevenfold vengeance is going to be carried out against you. Iyore saw the vision already that every Edo said she's the trouble. She also saw in her vision. That is my next message now. That is the message I'm supposed to do to confirm another powerful vision. Before Abba Yahweh said, drop that and go and do confirmation. Really, people, I saw in the vision, people is in search of her, because they need that 5 million. The land is dried. 12,500, they need it to kill human being. No, you don't do that. Anyway, I'm done. So this is the warning Abba Yahweh asked me to pass out for you. Remove your hand and reverse whatever you have already done. Let Abba Yahweh handle Iyore by himself. Okay? So we are done. We bless Abba Yahweh. We give him all the praise, honor, and adoration. So on the Shabbat, I will not go for my normal one I'm supposed to talk about. Okay, that is about the two visions Iyore saw about herself. We'll play the video again. It confirms what we are doing. We are, Edo is on the street in search of one person. So she came with legions of demons, disturbing every Edo's indigenous. But Yahuwah himself, the battle is of Yahuwah. Yahuwah himself is the one to get rid of her and her wicked spirit, because Edo's land is